Na 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 na. It's Bat Dan who's got a Lantern Corps suggestion. From Bat Dan, we have what is the Lantern Corps of Light Yagami, the main character of Death Note. He's certainly not the protagonist, that's for certain. As I said in the last video, I'm going to be kind of sucking on halls for a little bit. My throat's not again. My throat's just a little worn. It's not raw. It's not sore. Not even graspy. But between the dry air this time of year and just doing a lot of talking, pretty sure I've worn my voice down just a little bit. Hot beverages and cough drops seem to help a little bit. But anyway, what's the Lantern Corps of this character? I've actually got a pretty good idea what I think his Lantern Corps is. But let's break down the ones I don't think they are. So, again, Sorrow, we still don't have a perfect explanation of what Sorrow Lantern Corps are. There's only one right now. We can assume, though, it's like bottom of the barrel depression, and which Light never had. He's also never been happy perpetually his whole life, so that's not a gold lantern right there. Didn't really feel shame in what he did, so it's not a ultraviolet lantern. On the other side of the fence, though, I don't see him being a green. Let me phrase it this way: green is the most likely, least likely, I think. He does have great willpower, but he is kind of a coward. Like he. Like when he was found out, he laughed, but then he realized, oh god, I'm going to die. He just started begging to what was that, Ryuk or another Shinigami? I can't remember exactly who it was, but he just started begging, that's not part of the deal. In the end, he really was kind of a little bitch. He's not, and then back on the other side of the fence, definitely isn't a White Lantern. Now, you could also make an argument for Hope because he did inspire a cult. But this is after his death. So I really don't think that works. Let's go into one I think does work, though. And Black. Not only is he dead, so that automatically means he can qualify, but he also killed a lot of people. He wanted to be the god of this new world, and he was killing all the people he felt needed to be killed. And that was a lot of people. So yeah, he could be a definite Black Lantern. Now, what he couldn't be, I think, is a Rage Lantern, even though he certainly was angry at the world. It wasn't really the type of anger that the Rage Lanterns look for. So, I don't think that works in his favor. Nor do I think Love works, because he really didn't. Did he love what he was doing? I guess you could make that argument, but I don't think that qualifies. And then there's Compassion. Clearly, he wasn't completely devoid of it, because he didn't just randomly kill anyone. He killed specific people for a specific goal. He had compassion for what he felt was the better sides of humanity, but he did not care about the lesser parts of it. So I don't know if I could qualify him for compassion. That'd be a weird one. The other remaining two that I do think work would be A, fear. Why? Because, well, everyone was scared shitless of what was going on. He scared the masses. There is this guy killing people. That's scary. So he definitely could have been a Fear Lantern, at least on some level. But honestly, even with Black being actually a really good option, I think it's the silver medal one here. I think there's actually a really firm answer here. It's Avarice. Why Avarice? Now, Avarice obviously is greed and never being satisfied, never, wanting more, all that. Well, that is kind of how he conducted himself when dealing with the, killing individuals. He felt himself a god, and he did not want to stop. He was not satisfied. He could not stop. He did not want to stop. He basically said, I will be the one to determine if you are good or bad. I will be the one who determines, who belongs in this world. And that is a unique version of greed that we don't see often. It's not that he wanted money. It's not that he demanded love. He wanted just the power to correct the world. And then once he had it, he could not stop and did not want to stop. And that ego trip certainly went all the way to his head. So I actually think he's a good candidate for an Avarice Lantern. Because just like with the Death Note, if he had an Avarice Lantern, he would abuse the hell out of it. Oh, absolutely. He would be a really, really dangerous Orange Lantern. Now, I do think Yellow still works. It's probably the weakest of the three main ones, I think, but I think it still works. And Black, I think, is the very good runner-up, because if we're looking at it for how he is right now, well, he's dead. So, technically speaking, Black is the better option, but if we're talking about when he's alive, I would go with Avarice myself. This is just my thoughts, though. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for Speed Round.